All right, let's talk about the future of NBA superstardom. For decades, the script was written, wasn't it? You become a transcendent talent in a smaller market, you dominate, and then, inevitably, you make the pilgrimage to the bright lights of New York or Los Angeles to cement your global icon status. It was the perceived path to ultimate fame, fortune, and legacy. But what if that entire narrative is wrong? What if one of the very men who followed that path is now telling the next generation to ignore it completely? We've got a fascinating report today, straight from the mouth of a legend, that could fundamentally alter how we view player movement and market size in the modern NBA. Get ready, because Shaquille O'Neal just issued a direct challenge to the conventional wisdom, and it involves the future of Giannis Antetokounmpo. The NBA offseason is a time of speculation, rumor, and the constant buzz around which superstar might be on the move. And few players generate more buzz than Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Milwaukee Bucks superstar is a force of nature, a champion, and a global brand. His commitment to Milwaukee has been unwavering, but the possibility, however remote it might seem at times, that he could one day seek a new challenge keeps the entire league on edge. If Giannis were ever to become available, the usual suspects immediately come to mind: the big markets, the traditional powerhouses with the media reach and historical gravitas to match his immense talent. The New York Knicks, the Los Angeles Lakers. These are the destinations that have long been seen as the ultimate proving grounds for a superstar looking to elevate his profile beyond the game itself. It's the narrative we've been fed, the story we've come to expect. But a legendary voice is now suggesting it's a story that belongs in the past. That voice, as we mentioned, belongs to Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq knows a thing or two about making the leap from a smaller market to a massive one, having left the Orlando Magic to join the iconic Los Angeles Lakers dynasty. He experienced firsthand the explosion in fame and opportunity that came with playing in Hollywood. Yet his advice to Giannis is starkly different from the path he chose. In a recent conversation with Yahoo Sports, Shaq offered a perspective that is both surprising and, frankly, revolutionary in the context of traditional NBA thinking. He explicitly advised Giannis to steer clear of the big market allure. His core argument? The landscape has changed dramatically. I would tell him that probably throwing in his face in a bigger market doesn't matter. Social media is the market now, Shaq declared. This isn't just a casual comment. It's a direct indictment of the long-held belief that geographical location dictates global reach for an athlete. Shaq contends that in 2025, a player's brand is built online, through direct connection with fans worldwide, not solely through local media saturation. Shaq didn't stop there. He delved into the practical disadvantages that, in his view, now outweigh the perceived benefits of playing in a major media hub. He highlighted the significant financial implications and the increased mental burden. You got to LA, and now 50% of your contract goes to taxes, more pressure and more stress, Shaq explained. Let's unpack that. The tax implications alone are staggering. High-tax states like California and New York can take a massive bite out of a player's salary compared to states with lower or no income tax. For a player earning hundreds of millions, that difference is not insignificant. It's tens of millions of dollars over the life of a contract. Beyond the money, Shaq pointed to the intangible costs: more pressure and more stress. Playing under the constant glare of the New York or LA media, with every move scrutinized and every performance debated ad nauseum, is an environment that not every player is built for. It's a level of intensity that can be draining, even for a superstar. Shaq, having navigated those waters, understands the unique pressures that come with playing for one of the league's marquee franchises in a major media market. He's suggesting that for Giannis, the potential downsides, the financial hit, the relentless scrutiny, might simply not be worth the perceived marketing benefits in today's interconnected world. But Shaq's advice wasn't purely cautionary. It also included a proactive strategy for Giannis to exert control over his own destiny. Instead of seeking a new market, Shaq believes Giannis should leverage his status and influence within the Milwaukee Bucks organization to build the team around him. He should go upstairs and be like, I want to see all the free agents, I want all the phone numbers, I'll talk to them. He should bring people to him, Shaq advised. This is a powerful concept. A superstar taking the reins of team building, using his gravitational pull to attract talent to his city, rather than leaving to join talent elsewhere. It's a model that requires trust from the front office and a willingness from the player to be deeply involved in personnel decisions. Shaq contrasted this modern approach with his own experience in the 90s, acknowledging that the landscape was different then. When I was coming up, it was a small market. It's too small, and you probably need to go to a big market. I took the pain through that, he reminisced, but he's adamant that those days are over. But now every market is the same. Nobody cares what city you're in anymore. This ain't the 90s. His message is clear. Giannis's fame and marketability are already global, independent of Milwaukee's market size, thanks to his on-court brilliance and his powerful social media presence. He has the power to make Milwaukee a destination. Despite Shaq's compelling argument for the irrelevance of market size, the traditional big market teams aren't giving up on the dream of landing Giannis. The rumors persist, fueled by the sheer desire to acquire a player of his caliber. The New York Knicks, per reports from Jerry Wolfel, are reportedly preparing a tsunami-type offer, ready to unleash a massive package of assets to pry Giannis away from Milwaukee. The Knicks represent the epitome of the big-market opportunity Shaq warned against: immense media attention, a passionate fan base, and the potential for off-court ventures. Another team frequently linked to Giannis is the recently crowned champion Boston Celtics. Armed with valuable players and draft capital, the Celtics are seen as a potential suitor, with speculation around packages potentially involving Jaylen Brown or combinations of key players like Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, or even Jrue Holiday. It's a testament to Giannis's value that teams are reportedly willing to consider dismantling championship or near-championship cores to acquire him. However, one traditional big-market team that seems unlikely to be a player in the Giannis sweepstakes is the Los Angeles Lakers. With limited salary cap flexibility and a relative lack of attractive trade assets compared to teams like the Knicks or Celtics, a realistic path for the Lakers to acquire Giannis appears improbable at this time. Shaq's assertion that market size is irrelevant in the modern NBA finds powerful validation in the recent NBA Finals. We just watched the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder compete for the championship. Two teams located in markets that, by traditional standards, are considered small. Yet, the series garnered national attention, the stars of both teams were featured prominently, and the narrative surrounding their journeys resonated with fans across the country and around the world. Players like Tyrese Halliburton in Indiana and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City are building significant brands and achieving superstar status without playing in New York or Los Angeles. Their success underscores Shaq's point. In the digital age, talent and performance create the market. The ability to connect directly with fans through social media, the increased visibility of games through national and international broadcasts, and the power of individual branding have leveled the playing field. The dream of winning a championship and building a global brand is no longer exclusive to the traditional big cities. So, Shaquille O'Neal, the man who personified the big market leap, is now telling Giannis Antetokounmpo that the game has changed. He's arguing that the financial burdens and intense pressures of places like LA and New York outweigh the perceived benefits in an era where social media dictates global reach. His advice to Giannis: stay in Milwaukee, take control, and build your empire by bringing talent to you. It's a bold, countercultural take that challenges the very foundation of how we've understood NBA superstardom for decades. While the big market rumors persist, Shaq's perspective offers a compelling vision for the future. One where a player's legacy is built on their terms, in their chosen city, amplified by the power of the digital age. It leaves us with a fundamental question. Will Giannis listen to the legend and redefine the path to superstardom, or will the allure of the traditional big market prove too strong? All right, NBA fans, this is a huge topic. What do you think about Shaq's advice to Giannis? Is he spot on, or is he missing something about the enduring power of big markets? Let me hear your takes, your opinions, your arguments. Drop them all in the comment section below. Let's get this conversation going. And if you found this report insightful and want to stay locked in on all the biggest stories and debates shaping the NBA offseason, please do me a massive favor. Hit that like button right now. Seriously, click it. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We've got so much more analysis and exclusive reports coming your way as the off-season drama unfolds. You do not want to miss it.